The London sewers. It's a little-known fact that Britain boasts a sewage system that spans some 400,000 miles. Did you know, for example, that 30,000 gallons of solid waste would flow past a spot like this in under an hour? Well, neither did we, until Mel Smith dropped my car keys down a storm drain. Did you find them?
No, sorry.
Well, don't stop looking.
Okay, now I think the injection should be working. I'll have a little pull. Now, don't worry about a thing. It might hurt a little bit. If you feel any pain, just give me a yell, okay? That's the idea, yeah. There we go. Yeah, that's the idea. That's the idea. Angie?
What?
I found the tortoise. So, that's your answer, Mr. Plackett. You'll have to replace all your sills and fit new double glazing.
Sound advice there from Bill Smudge. And our next caller for Mr. Fixit and solver of household problems is Peter. Hello, Peter.
Hello, is this the problem phoning?
Yes. What's your problem, mate?
You've got to help me. I'm desperate. I'm going to kill myself.
Yes. Peter?
My life's in ruins.
Peter, I think you've got the wrong phone-in program. This is the do-it-yourself program.
I'm so depressed. I just don't know what to do.
Peter, how's your guttering?
Okay, I'll go and hang myself then. It's obvious you can't help me.
Now, don't be silly, Peter. Of course I can help you.
Oh, can you?
Of course I can, yes. You'll need 8 6x2 planks, 6-foot hemp, and a box of number 4 nails. And don't forget to put a crossbeam across, otherwise the whole thing will collapse when you jump off the chair.
Listen, they've got this grammar now, right? This whole report, right, come out about grammar in education, right, and all that and everything. And they want to stick it in, right, into the schools, right? But that's just trying to impose, isn't it? That's trying to impose on the schools. As far as I'm concerned, they should leave it to us headmasters. We know what we're doing.
I came as fast as I could.
James, I'm afraid he won't last the night. There's nothing more that I can do.
Is that Jamie?
Yes, Father. Yes, it is.
Go to the bed, Jamie. Go to the bed. I have to unburden myself of something.
You mustn't tire yourself.
And you'll find it in your hearts to forgive me.
We shall bear ye no malice, Father.
I have a confession. I, Matthew Leacock, can't stand Woody Allen.
Mr. Rhys, someone get the doctor.
Bloody pretentious film shot in black and white.
They're Bergman-esque, Father.
Bergman bollocks. Zelig? That's not a film. I took my film detective to the cinema and I got a rating of 0. Ooh.
This is a terrible shock. We must keep this secret in the family.
Joe Cocker. Joe Cocker! What sort of singing is that supposed to be? I did my little help for my friend.
Conceivable, granted, but he could carry a song.
Yes, what about that, love lifts us up where we belong.
Round here.
Oh, no.
Derek Jarman.
Doctor, do something.
Posturing homosexuals pouncing around with their willies hanging out. Dennis Potter. Stephen Sondheim. Peter Greenaway. Cleo Lane. I've said my piece. I can rest now.
I think he's gone. What an ordeal.
It was a merciful release, Sylvia.
Kenneth bloody Branagh!
What's wrong, mate?
I don't know. I'm down, mate. Yeah? I'm down, I am.
What is it?
Well, I don't know. It's this country. It's got nothing for me, has it?
Well, I know what you mean, mate.
Depressed, out of date, stupid.
Oh, come on, you're not that bad.
I'm talking about the country.
Oh, yeah.
I've had it up here. It's
Yeah?
stupid. I've had it. I think I've decided finally I'm going to go and get myself one of them assisted passages.
Well, you'll enjoy that. An enema, yeah. But I don't know where it'd be the answer to your...
No, it's not an enema. I'm thinking of going, emigrating to Australia.
Australia's going a bit far, isn't it? Blimey, you might as well go to the other side of the world to go to Australia.
Now, look, mate, you see, the way I see it, right, what sort of country is this, right, to bring up the kids in?
Well,
I mean, really? I mean, all they do all day is they just sit in front of the telly and watch Neighbours.
Yeah, I know, but...
I mean, if I can get them over to Australia, they won't
But it's not as easy as all that. It's not as easy to make it in Australia as people say.
You say that, but what about old Lemmy? He done all right, didn't he?
Well, old Lemmy used to flog colanders down the market.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah?
Smelly Lemmy.
Yeah.
He upped and out of it, didn't he?
I thought he upped and got put inside.
No, he didn't. No, he went to Australia.
Did he really?
Just
Yeah.
the clothes he stood up in his last crate of colanders.
Yeah.
Mm.
How did he do?
He's all right. He's Prime Minister of Queensland now.
Is that right?
Yeah. Sir Smelly Lemmy Bart. I tell you, he come back the other day, right, and he got himself one of them tents at Ascot.
He had his own tent at Royal Ascot.
He did, yeah.
I bet he shifted a few colanders that afternoon, eh?
Probably people buying them for the hats.
Oh,
I
that's
think
right,
they're
yeah.
going for their hats at Ascot. Yeah, but he's a clever bloke. I mean, like my uncle Sydney.
Yeah.
He went out to Sydney. Did he? Yeah, during the war. He went to Sydney, yeah.
Well, there was no fighting in Sydney during the war.
That's why he went there.
Oh, so...
But he said it was like, but he said it was a beautiful...
Well, it is a beautiful country. You can tell that when you're watching all the films and everything, can't you? What's that one in the wild animals in the outback? What's it called? Dingoes Ate My Baby. You know that. It was in Australia. What was it called? Meryl Streep was in it.
Out of Africa.
That's the one.
Yeah.
That was. That was absolutely beautiful. But
Yeah.
don't you, honestly, don't you think you might? You go out there, you might miss the culture.
Oh, yeah, definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
What is that culture then?
Well, you see, in London, you've got your opera, you've got your ballets, you've got your theatre, you've got your concerts, all on your doorstep, you see.
What, in Peckham?
Well, like there are there,
Yeah,
you see,
oh,
whereas
yeah,
in
yeah.
Australia, you see, you haven't got all that.
No, you haven't, no. Well, you got the ballet.
They haven't got ballet
They
in
have
Australia.
in Australia, yeah. Australian rules, but
Oh.
it's a ballet. But somehow, I don't think, there's any point in staying here just for the culture. Really.
Well,
it's
obviously
not the lack of culture which is going to stop me going, the ballet and all that. No.
You obviously haven't heard about the spiders.
What spiders?
In Australia,
Yeah.
they have some of the most deadliest spiders what is known to man.
Deadliest spiders, what is known to man, do they
Yeah.
really?
The worst is the Sydney funny web. Now, I tell you, mate, that bites you, and there is no anecdote.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely none. One bite, end of story.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And what is it? Where is this? Yeah.
You know where it lives?
Well, in Australia.
Yeah, in the Kazi.
The deadliest spider known to man lives in the Kazi.
In the Kazi, mate.
Well, I don't know.
It sits there under
Yeah.
the toilet seat.
Yeah.
With its 17 eyes out on stalks. Sort of waiting
Yeah.
and waiting, and you come in, you drop your keks, you sit on the seat, and snap! It's got you.
Snap.
Snap!
What, right in your didgeridoo?
Yeah. Bang on your
Yeah.
billabong.
Oh,
And I'll
yeah.
tell you, mate. I'll tell you what, mate.
Yeah.
From that moment, the old todger
Yeah.
starts to swell to 5 times its normal size. And you've only got 10 minutes to live. Well, it's an agonising choice, isn't it? I mean, you spend the last 10 minutes of your life, sort of running around like headless chickens seeking medical assistance? Or do you put on your posing pouch and parade along Bondi hoping to go out in a blaze of glory?
It happens every year, but this year is special. For this bloody slaughter is nature's only way of keeping down their numbers. There are just too many lousy Charlie Chaplin imitators in Covent Garden Piazza.
And in London today, a man disguised as Dustin Hoffman tried to hold up a branch of the Scottish National Bank. A police spokesman said later the man was easy to catch as he insisted on having the security camera moved twice and doing 25 retakes of the robbery.
Yes, but you didn't win, did you?
Please let me finish. Under the last Labour government.
We'll come back to you in a minute.
Please let me finish.
I am letting you finish.
You are not letting me finish.
Under the last Labour government.
In a minute.
No, let him have his say.
Under the last Labour government. Well, that's all I wanted to say.
Under the last Labour government.
Yes, I can't remember anything that happened. I just wanted to remind everybody that there used to be one. Excuse me. Yes, I'm sorry about that. I had something in my ear.
Graham and Susan Spencer work in London. For the past 2.5 years, they've been trying to buy their own home. Thanks to property prices and rising interest rates, they've been forced to look further afield, often miles from where they work. After a long and hard search, the Spencers have finally found a house they can afford. In San Pedro de Mar, a shanty town on the outskirts of Rio de Janeiro.
Better than the place we almost bought, isn't it?
Oh, yes. Yes.
And what was that?
That was a tent in the Sahara, but we were gazumped at the last minute.
It can be a bit quiet, but if ever we miss the bright lights or fancy taking in a show, it's only 12,745 miles to the West End.
Cambridge service, please. I tend to leave the house about... What time do I leave the house, darling?
Well, more or less as soon as you arrive, really.
Yes. I set off for the station nice and early so that I can get myself a seat. I could get a flight direct to Heathrow, but it works out cheaper to get the boat to Sierra Leone and go overground from there. Unfortunately, the escalators aren't working at the moment. I've tried speaking to the management about it, but as usual, when you want them, they're never there. It does slow me down quite a lot, but luckily I make up the time because I'm going against the traffic. And on the whole, I get into work without any major hiccups. Most of the time, that is.
Forgotten something?
Yes. Sorry, pardon?
They go by the Harwich, you mean? But I'm not on the time.
Gosh, that's unbelievable. Look, actually, I think I can stop here if it's all right with you. How much do I owe you?
58.
You towels there, what?
15.80.
Oh, £15.80.
No, £27.30.
Have you got a change for 50?
Oh, good, good. Thank you very much. Actually, I was in the bathroom the other day, and I was shaving, and George came in.
George Harrison was in your bathroom?
No, George Rhys Jones, my son.
Oh. How old is George now?
4. He's 4.
4.
Yeah, and he came
Marvellous,
in. Yes, good. and anyway, he came in, you see, and after a while, he turned to me and he said, quite sort of po-faced, Daddy, what do sea monsters have for their dinner? And I said, I don't know, George. What do sea monsters have for their dinner? And he said, fish and chips.
It's a bit childish, isn't it?
Yes, well, he is just a child.
Of course. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, as Griff was saying, he was shaving in the morning. Interestingly enough, I actually shave.
You've never liked my children, have you? What? You feel threatened by children, don't you? That's not true. You do. You're frightened by them because you're afraid that they may not like you.
It's rubbish, Griff. I like kids. Kids like me.
Well, George doesn't like you.
Well, I like George. He's a nice, regular kid.
So what do you mean? Hang on just a minute. Excuse me. He's not a regular kid, you know. He is something quite special, actually, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, well, whatever you say.
Yes,
Anyway.
well, no, but look, you see, he did this, right, 3 months ago.
Wow.
Isn't that fantastic?
Isn't that? Yes. It reminds me of that Picasso we saw at the Tate.
Do you think so? Yeah.
Remember that one I said looked as though it could have been done by a 4-year-old?
Don't you think it's artistic?
It is. It's great. It's great. What is it? Is that it?
Well, that must be obvious, isn't it?
Oh, it's a spaceship.
It's me.
It's you.
It's a picture of his father. Can't you see?
Yes,
For heaven's sake.
Oh, yeah, no, he's got your hair.
It is fantastic.
Over here, for some reason.
Yeah.
Look, isn't that good?
Well, it is very good.
You must be very proud.
Yes, thank you. Yeah. Actually, would you like to see a photograph of him? Because look, there he is.
Oh, what is...
Isn't he lovely? Look, there's another.
What other sort of junk are you carrying around with you, for
It's
heaven's
not
sake?
junk. It's just a thing. It's just a thing.
What is this? What is it? What is that?
Well, it's his little Andy Pandy suit.
His Andy Pandy suit.
Yes, it's his first baby grow, and I like to carry it, you know.
Dear.
You wouldn't make a good father, would you? I can see that.
What's your definition of being a good father, then?
Well, somebody can make a woman pregnant for a start with it. You've got no paternal instinct whatsoever.
That is absolute rubbish. I've got buckets of paternal instincts. The kid upstairs from me fell over in the street the other day, right? And I went out and I picked it up and I brought it inside.
What do you mean it? What do you mean it? It? What was it? Was it a boy? It or a girl? It?
I don't know, do
Well,
I?
how old was it?
About 8 or 9, something like that.
Well, I envy you. I really do. I really do.
What are you trying to get at, actually? What are you trying to get at?
I mean, here we are. You've got nobody to think of but yourself.
It's true. I don't have any responsibilities. No ties.
Very few shirts.
And it...
But, you know, there will come a time when you'll be a wizened little old man. You'll be sitting in some old people's home, all on your own-y-o, you know.
I suppose that's true, really. I'll probably end up going there on my own on the bus. The old pensioner's bus pass. Whereas at least you'll have your kids to dump you there.
I tried to make you happy in every way I could. Remember the first night we spent together, the sweet magic of your lips. Me watching Grand Prix special, eating shish kebab and chips. We were foolish. There were love songs that had to be sung. There was romance out there in the streets. Yes, all right, there were skid marks all over the sheets.
They say that some men are fools, and I suppose my sweet princess must include me. Was I blind? Was I too blind to see we were drifting apart?
I gave you the stars, I gave you the sun, I gave you the clap and that rash on your bum. A home that was cheerful and bright, gave you bullshit and lies when I phoned late at night. So why did you go? I guess I'll never
set to Cameron, 6 games to 3. Armitage leads by 2 sets to 1. Time, please, gentlemen.
I'm home, love.
Hello, love. Tea's nearly ready. Aren't they at the factory?
Yeah, dirt, and more dirt.
Some sausages.
Yeah, I'll have them later. Got to go and check on something in the shed. Chuck, Cuddles is home.
Hey, up, pickle. I date the bank, lovey.
Oh, aye. Money, money, and more people's money.
Pork chops keep him warm in the oven, Chuck.
Brilliant, my dove.
How's things? Usual, Chuck. Our Philip still hates his new job at the bank.
Hello, Philip.
Hey, up.
How about your Derek, love? Still holding down his job at the factory?
Forced him to take a cut in wages. And they love.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Hey up, Derek!
Is this rubbish all that's on?
Well, there's football on the other side, but I don't like that.
Yeah, well, I'll just go and check on the cabbages in the vegetable patch, Molly.
In the dark, love?
Well, it's best time.
You were a heck of a long time in the toilet, Chuck, don't you?
Jippy tummy, Lolly.
Oh, poor thing. Night, Chuck.
Good night, Chucky Egg.
Cabbages all right now?
I don't know, love. It was a bit dark.
It's a Brock. Is it really? Are you interested in art?
Yes, I am, actually.
Well, I have a fascinating little Salvador Dali in the hall you might like to see.
Art, I think, is sort of, it's in a sense an expression of itself. Do you see? Because, for instance, an artist is communicating the experience of communication. You know, it's in a sense. Do you see what I'm trying to say?
No. Yes, but who can say what is or what isn't art?
Well, he can't for a start.
Yeah, but what about the man who was given $2 million, was it, for putting 16 dozen bricks on the floor of the Tate Gallery? Is that art?
No, it's not art. It's an insult. There are brickies where I come from who get twice that in an afternoon's work.
So where is the impoverished artist of the 18th century, struggling with his genius by the light of a goose-fat candle in a dusty old garret?
Well, he's dead, you silly old cat. Well, What are we talking about?
What I don't understand, though, is why does opera get all the subsidy? You know, I mean, if these wealthy people are so desperate to see their stupid operas, they should charge them £100 a ticket.
Yes, that's what they do charge them. It's £100 a ticket, isn't it? Now
Is
to go
it?
to the Covent Garden, yes, I think
That's
it is.
outrageous.
Yes.
Well, they should subsidise them.
Yeah, absolutely, I think they should. Yes. Yeah, art, after all, is a subjective experience.
Well, I'm sorry, I don't agree. I mean, I don't know much about art, but I know what I like.
Now, what is that?
Stock car racing. I love stock car racing, right? But I mean, I don't expect the government to pay huge amounts of money for Pavarotti to come over here and smash up a Ford Escort for me, do I?
That's very interesting, you see, because I know quite a lot about art, but I don't know what I like. Very odd.
It's all very easy for us to sit here in comfortable chairs.
They are comfortable, aren't they? They are comfortable.
Women artists have been completely ignored.
Go on.
Where is the art that expresses women's feelings, living and giving?
Yeah, knitting.
Yes, knitting. Knitting is a perfectly valid art form,
I know, yeah.
as is quilting, smocking, crocheting.
Yeah, cooking and dusting and going down the shops and having my tea on table in time, which that's what I call art.
Where are the living sculptures wrought from the agony of a woman's placenta?
Oh, dear,
If man is art, then, I mean, can I just go out of here and make an exhibition of myself?
Well, I think you've already done that, actually.
But, you know, for me, now, you take Picasso.
Oh, well, now, genius.
Genius. Picasso is a genius. I mean, he must have known some pretty ugly birds, but I don't know that's art.
I like that Rubik.
Yeah.
Rubik, the cubist. Oh.
No. But surely, all art, whatever it may be, is a product of its own culture, isn't it? I mean, I remember seeing some Aborigines, and they were smeared with yellow dye, and they had huge wooden tubes on the end of their penises.
Where was that?
It was at the National Theatre. It was a fantastic production of Twelfth Night. Emma Thompson was marvellous.
I think what we're missing here, actually, is the role that language plays as a means of as a means of
communication.
Yes. Because
they made us truck, ho ho ho, with the television show. They got us by our funny bones. Those comic pranksters, Smith and Jones. They did the skits with such aplomb. Where do they get their ideas from? Smith and Jones are no longer here. They're currently embarking on a new career. If you just joined us, you missed the show. Where were you half an hour ago? They made us happy, they made us grin. So do us if you've been tuning in. Replace the receivers on your telephones, because that's your lot.